What's up, guys? Will H, and today we're taking a look at a budget Android tablet on the channel. So this was sent out to me by the company URAO. Not sure how you pronounce it, but I'll just spell it out. I'll drop the product purchase link down below. Big shout out to them for sending it over. So this is the model number C107. It's a 2025 edition, and some of the features and details. So this is a 10.1-inch tablet. It features a 64-bit, 2 gigahertz octa-core processor, A55. It's running Android 15. It has 24 gigabytes of RAM. That's 4 gigabytes plus 20 gigabytes. I'm thinking virtual. You get 128 gigabytes of storage. That's expandable up to 1 terabyte. Now the display, like I said, it's a 10.1 HD IPS display, 1280 by 800, and it features the low blue light technology. It's a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. Has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. You're going to get 8 hours of video playback, 12 hours of music playback, 12 hours of browsing, and 30 days standby. Now the battery is going to take you about an hour and a half to fully charge. You get Bluetooth 5.0, Wi-Fi 6, get dual cameras, you get an 8 megapixel main shoot and a 5 megapixel selfie. The weight on it is 540 grams, 9 millimeters thin, and it has dual speakers. So those are a few of the features and details. Here's the packaging that it comes in. You guys see it has a picture of the device there, 10.1-inch tablet, 64-bit octa-core processor, A55, Android 15, AUMI, AI OS. Not sure what that means. And then here's the side of it, gives you some information there. And then here's the back of it right here. You guys can pause and read yourself. Let's go ahead and get this shiny plastic off and take a look at this tablet. So I've never worked with this company before. Like I said, it's a budget tablet. I have watched some videos on it, and it seems to be pretty decent for the price. Now this is going to come in under $100, so this is going to be basically for browsing, watching videos, and playing a few light games and stuff like that. It's not going to be a flagship type device, but it may be something that you can give to your kids, older people, or just something that you can have just to browse and stuff like that. So here's the tablet. Has a little weight to it. Here's the user's manual. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the tablet. Inside, you're going to get your USB-C. You get a USB-A and USB-C there, and then you get a little charger brick there. And that is it in the box. So we're going to take a look at the tablet now. Like I said, it does have a little weight to it. I can feel it here. This is going to be a glossy display as well. So it tells you everything that the buttons are for. So you got your front-facing camera over to the side, volume up, volume down, power button, TF card. You have a micro SD card slot, Type-C charging, earphone jack, speaker, microphone, and speaker. So that is all you have there. Let's get this film off. And it's going to be a glossy display, guys. So I'm going to try my best to angle it where it's not so distracting. Let's get this film off the back. So here it is. It is a plastic build. Here's your camera and flash. And let's go around it, which is already pointed out. So you got your 2 speakers here, your earphone, 3.5 jack right there. You got your volume up and down, power, SD card slot, and charging port right there. And then here's the 10.1-inch display, camera over to the side. And like I said, it's glossy. Let's go ahead and power this thing up. Now you do have some bezels around here, Brilliance in hand, free ski, and then powered by Android. Picking up a lot of fingerprints right here. Here's the boot up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing set up, and I'll come back. Okay, guys, so we're back in. I have signed in. I haven't put any apps or anything. This is the wallpaper out of the box. Pretty bright. Now, I put it in dark mode. They did have the navigation buttons down at the bottom. I changed to swipe. It did have a small update here, like 100 megabytes or something like that. But so far, it's not too bad, man. It's strolling around pretty good. Very little hiccup. Over here in this section here, you got your scores, sports scores, your weather, and your articles here that you can read. Not a lot of bloatware on here. So if you go into these apps here, you're going to see things like photos. You got AI, cloud frame, whatever that is, calculator, camera, files app. Got a game here. I'm not sure what that is. Sound recorder, safety, you show. Uh, not too much on here. And then if you go to the drop down menu, this is what you got. You got your notification on this side. Then you got your quick toggles here. Here's a list of all of the quick toggles that you can use: song search, security and privacy, quick share, AW reading, bedtime. You guys can see all of them here. So you get quite a few that you can choose from here or edit. And then going into the settings. Now the display is a glossy display, so you have to be mindful of that. So going in, like I said, let's check the storage. So out of the 128, you're going to get about 96 gigabytes free. I haven't added any apps or anything on here right now. Let's see what else we got here. And like I said, I'm going to go through and check this thing out. I'll come back and let you guys know what I think about it. So this is about the tablet. Random access memory, 4 gigabytes plus 20 gigabytes of smart storage, they call it. I said virtual, but I guess that's about the same thing. You get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 10.1 inch. This is running Android 15 out of the box. You guys see right there, August play system update, August the 1st. Android security, July the 5th. So that's what you got as far as the settings. And like I said, so far, seems to be performing pretty good, but I'm going to load up this with some apps and play some games, check out the speakers, the cameras and stuff like that. So the second part of the video, I'll continue with this and let you guys know what I think about it. So stand by. All right, guys, so we're back in. I have loaded some apps on here. It's been a few days since the first part of the video. Loaded some apps. I've listened to some music. I've watched some videos, played some games, looked at social media, just did everything that you can do with a tablet. And I have to say that the tablet's not too bad. For the price of it, you're getting a lot. It's running Android 15. As far as the build quality here, solid build tablet. It's made out of all plastic, but buttons and everything are solid and tight on here. You do get a 3.5 jack here. And so build quality is great. As far as the display, you get a 10.1 inch display, 1280 by 800 resolution, 16 by 10 aspect ratio, which is going to be good for reading your news articles and stuff. Some people say that 16 by 10 is a great aspect ratio for reading articles and reading books and stuff like that. Now, it's not going to be the brightest display out there, and it does have a big glare to it, so you have to be mindful of that. I wouldn't try to use this outside in direct sunlight. You do have bezels around here, but the bezels are good for holding it so you don't accidentally open up something that you don't want to open up. And as far as the display is good. So things like social media, your different social media apps that you have out there, browsing, like I mentioned earlier, and doing your streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, or whatever popular streaming service that you need. This is going to be great for it. Now the colors are not the greatest, for the resolution, but not bad for the price. I can tell you that. So as far as performance on this, with the 64-bit octa-core A55 2 gigahertz processor, it's not bad. You're going to experience some lag here and there with this because, like I said, it's not the best processor out there. If you got a bunch of things going in the background, that will affect it as well. As long as you have one or two apps open, you're not going to be bad. So doing things like light gaming, you can do light gaming. I've had Space Shooter, things like Subway Surfer, Asphalt. They all work pretty well. You're gonna have a drop frame here or there. But for the most part, it's not unbearable, and you will be able to play light games and read your articles and social media and stuff like that without an issue. This is primarily what this device is for. So the 5,000 milliamp hour battery, battery life is going to be how you use your device. I'm going to get different battery life from what you get. You're going to get different from me. So I've been using it a few days. I've charged it once. I'm still at 44% battery. Battery life is not bad. Now, when you're playing games or something like that, it does heat up, and I noticed that it will drop your battery a little bit more doing intense stuff like that. But that's expected. So you get two cameras. You get one on the front and you get one on the back. The cameras are not going to be great. They're just going to be for snapping a quick shot, scanning a document, maybe doing some conference call or something like that. They'll be great for doing stuff like that, but I wouldn't plan on them being real top notch, high end cameras. So you get two stereo speakers here. They sound okay. They're not going to blow you out the water. I'll give you a sample right here. Here. So as you guys see, the speakers sound okay. You also have the option of using the 3.5 millimeter jack right there as well, or you can Bluetooth speakers as well. But overall, the tablet has not been bad. For the price of it, I would recommend this for someone who's not looking to spend a whole bunch of money on a tablet. Maybe kids, this would be perfect for kids, older people, or just people in general that just need something for, reading articles, social media, light gaming, just entertainment, and don't want to spend a lot of money. So I'll definitely leave the product purchase link down below if you guys want to go pick this up. Will H. I'm out.